So I want to talk about time and I want to get you thinking about how you can actually reframe a lack of time as something beneficial because it can be. Now, we've all heard the old saying, everyone's got 24 hours in a day, there's no excuses, so on and so forth. I've probably said it as well in the past when I was younger and stupider, but that is not a reality for many, many people. Yes, there are 24 hours in a day, but what you have to do within those 24 hours will vary. Everybody has different demands on their time. Your 24 hours is not going to look the same as my 24 hours or somebody else's 24 hours because there's too many variables. There are different demands on your time. You have a different skill set to execute the things you need to do. You have different capacity, different energy levels. All these different factors play a part in how much time you actually have and how you use that time. When it comes down to it, really, it's less about the time you have and more about how you use the time, how you leverage your skills and your capacity and your resources to do what you need to do despite what time is available for you. So sometimes having less time can actually be a good thing because it forces you to use structure. It forces you to be more mindful of your time. It forces you to do things on a schedule. It forces you into leveraging your resources and your skills to get shit done. There's such thing as freedom danger. So when you have too much time on your hands, I can guarantee 9 times out of 10, you take a super busy person and then you suddenly give them loads of free time, they're not going to feel any better. Because when we suddenly have all this free time, we don't know what to do with it, we tend to just waste it. What are you going to do with this free time? Fuck all, probably. And that's what happens. So having more time can actually be a curse because you tend to stretch things out. You don't always get them done. You start to exist in this lapsadaisical place where time doesn't really matter because you've got loads of it. But when you are pressed for time, it forces you to be more efficient, forces you to do better. So by reframing your lack of time as a positive thing, you can actually use that to your advantage. And the great thing about working with a coach, specifically me, one-to-one, is that your time will be taken into account. Okay, all of this stuff we will consider. So let's say you've got a heavy week where you're doing loads of overtime, you've got all sorts of stuff going on, your plan will reflect that. It might be a case of, right, well, it's a minimum effective dose this week. We just do the highest leverage activities, the things that just keep you ticking over. Then you may have another week where you have more time and more space to do things. So that's when we can turn things up a notch and we push on with some bigger projects and we try and get a little bit more done. That's the beauty of having a coach that can adapt things for you because adaptability is so important. And you don't get that in a group program. It's just a case of here's a million different training videos to go through, watch it all, waste your time that you don't necessarily have, and then you might find something useful in amongst all of that stuff. When you work with me, that all gets cut out. You work on the things that are most relevant to you and the things that will be beneficial. So you are utilizing your time to get results. Nothing is wasted. Everything is all about maximizing the time you do have to get you where you want to go. So low time is not really an issue. It's a benefit. And if you're someone that says, well, all right, I do have very little time, but I still struggle with structure, time management, these are all things that can be built on because these are skills and skills can be developed. You just need the right training and the right way to apply it. So if you're someone that struggles with time, as most first responders do, see it as a good thing. And then understand that when you come into coaching one-to-one with me, it's actually a benefit because we'll make sure that your plan reflects the time that you have and we focus specifically on the skills that you need to build and things that you want to work on to get you where you want to go. You have to waste time going through different modules and watching hours of training videos and turning up to live sessions because everything is on demand. It's there for you to do when you need to do it. And any time that you need things adapted, you have me there to adapt it. I get to work with you and your situation rather than you being left alone in a group with a million people going through all this stuff and not really making any progress at all. That's why we get such good results, because you're working on stuff that is specific to you within your time frame. So if you are interested and you want the details on how we can work together one-to-one, just either send me a DM with the words one-to-one or drop me a comment one-to-one below here, and then I will get back to you with all of the details and we can go through and see if you're going to be a good fit.